Hey everybody, Tom Birkenmeyer here from tombirkenmeyer.com. I want to talk to you about something. It's called credit cards. You know that piece of plastic that you use and you don't realize you're incurring real debt? Or some of you do and some of you don't. The credit card is one of the most powerful forms of leverage on planet Earth. And if you love freedom and you like the idea of decoupling your time from your income, then a credit card could be one of your best friends. So the common train of thought about a credit card is, yeah, it could be nice, but they're also very dangerous because they rack up a lot of debt. So here's the only true discrepancy with a credit card, and that is if you have no discipline and you're not willing to grow up and evolve and exercise some discipline and realize that a credit card, you're still incurring real debt. If you're not willing to do that, then I guess you should stay away from credit cards because you can use it to wipe yourself out. Leverage can go both ways. It could set you free, it could wipe you out. So, for those of us that want to solve that problem, if you're likely to spend more money with a credit card than you would if you were handing over real cash, that's a problem. Got to fix that. That's an inside problem. Placing the blame on a piece of plastic that has no conscious thought, let alone an agenda or a philosophy, that's the epitome of shunting personal responsibility onto an inanimate object, let alone another human being, because it's a piece of plastic. So it's an inside problem, but this inside problem, this inside job, it's the same home as the solution for it. And that is we're all capable of growing up, evolving, and drawing a line in the sand to jump over with both feet. Right? Right. So the credit card is really cool. It's leverage because when you use it, most credit card issuers, almost all of them right now, will issue you a credit card that you can use for free as long as you pay it off each month. That's free money. You can't get a bank loan. Of course, you get years or months or whatever to pay it off, but still, the concept is the same. You're using other people's money, right? And it's free. It doesn't get any cheaper than free money. That's pretty sweet. And not only that, but almost every single one of them, if not all of them, maybe all of them, they also give you about between 1% and 5% cash back on all your purchases, usually closer to 1 and 2%. So that means it's free money and they're paying you a little bit extra to use them. Again, it goes down to the same concept of discipline, and in my opinion, you should never ever spend more on a credit card than you would when you're using real cash. You have to make that mental connection, otherwise, it's a problem, even with the free money and the little bit of cash back that they give you. You cannot violate that rule, otherwise, you should never have a credit card. Unless you're willing to grow up and evolve, then of course you can have a credit card. Now, the most awesome, powerful form of leverage with a credit card is going to be investment debt. Liability debt is pretty cool because you get a little bit of cash back on it. It's a little bit, but it's pretty cool. But if it's investment debt, and provided it's a good investment, and with an asset that you have control over the value of, so in other words, not so much a stock or a bond or a mutual fund, because you have no control over the value of those assets. Other people do. You just control the timing for when you get in, when you get out, and hopefully that you got the timing down right to where you made some money, but you have no control over the value of those assets. So when I talk about investment debt, I'm talking about you starting like your own company, or you taking control over an asset or starting an asset of some kind that you have value or control over the value of, that's going to produce a positive cash flow. More than enough to pay off the credit card debt with money left over extra, which is a profit, right? So that's how I got started 10 years ago in 2007. So at the time of this video, 2017. I had no choice. I had to use other people's money. It was a credit card. I used a credit card. Got my butt to work. I bought myself a nice little home business with residual and passive money. Thank goodness. But that was my start. I used other people's money. I got my butt to work. I was able to pay off the credit card that month, and I never missed a payment. And I get between 1 and 5% cash back on all purchases. And it's free, but better than free because I get a little bit of cash back. And if not for leverage, I would not be able to get ahead. I would not be able to decouple how I spend my time from my income, period. So the credit card is wonderful for those of us that are willing to grow up and evolve. It's wonderful for us. And for people that don't want to grow up and evolve and tend to spend more because it's credit and you're not making the mental connection that it's still incurring debt that you have to pay off, pay back, For those that are, just fine shunting personal responsibility and putting it on a piece of plastic that has no conscious thought. So it's like how incredibly obnoxiously dumb is it to blame a piece of plastic that has no conscious thought? But that's what people do. So if that's you, no judgment. No judgment, except I think your line of thinking is incredibly obnoxiously stupid. Do not get a credit card if that is you, because you'll wipe yourself out with it, and that's not good. It's not good at all. So that's my little credit card talk. A lot of people cite it builds up your credit and this and that, and that's all fine and dandy too. But man, that is just a shadow in comparison to the real coolness of the credit card, and that is it's leverage. It's a form of leverage other people's money, especially when you use it for investment debt to get ahead with passive and residual income from an asset that you can control the value over, so that you can go through a beautiful process of totally, completely, 100% decoupling how you spend your time from your income. Bam. And if you'd like to learn more about that kind of stuff, I've got thousands of videos and blog posts. TomBerkenmeyer.com is my website. That's TomBerkenmeyer.com, just like you see spelled here on social media. TomBerkenmeyer.com. And feel free to like and comment if you wish, and share and subscribe so you don't miss future videos and blogs and whatnot. And yeah, share this. Get this out there into the world if you know other people that would like a contrarian message like this. That's contrarian in contrast to what most people are telling you about credit cards. That's what makes it contrarian. If you use credit cards the way most people use credit cards, you probably shouldn't have a credit card. But if you use it the way that I just described, oh my God, a credit card is enormously beneficial. Okay? And it's all an inside job either way, good or bad, it's all an inside job. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.